This video is going to show you how to get Hyper-V going on your home PC or laptop and what you need to do to import the ready-made VM I make available to you. So first off, you want to make sure you can install Hyper-V. There's a link in Desire to Learn to this page that tells you what to do. Check the requirements, and if you meet these requirements, then you can enable it using different options. I've always just gone through the settings. So once you get into settings, click these things and start that. And once you get that enabled, then you're ready to go and import the VM. To do that, you want to go into Module 0 and download the VM. Here's the link to that instruction sheet I was just showing. Here's the link to the VM, so download that. Once that downloads, well, first I guess I'll click on that. That'll take you to Google Drive link. It's going to say, hey, I can't, eventually it's going to say I can't scan this because it's too big. Anyway, so that was taking too long to tell me you couldn't scan it, so I clicked the download button, and now it's telling me. So hit download anyway. I've already downloaded it. It's like a pretty big file, so it might take a few minutes to download. Once it downloads, you want to go find it wherever it downloads. It downloads in a compressed file, obviously. So you'll want to unzip that, do extract all, and it's going to create a directory in there. You can just hit extract, that'll be fine. I've already done that too because I don't want to sit here with you guys watching me. So here are my Hyper-V files I'm going to use to import the VM. So then you want to start the management interface. If you come over here, I've always just started typing Virtual Machine Manager. I think they changed the name to Hyper-V Manager. So what I did was I clicked on Start and typed VIR, and the Hyper-V Manager came up. I guess I could type Hyper-V. Yeah, Hyper-V works too. Start that tool, and then you'll get this interface. There is one other thing you should do if you want to be exactly what I did. By default, you have one virtual network that is a NAT network. If you don't understand what that means, you don't really need to worry about that right now. But that means that your VM would be able to access the internet and stuff while not exactly being a real node on your network. That might work okay for you. I always prefer to have my VMs bridged if at all possible. Bridged means my VM is connected directly to like the layer 2 network of my PC, so it has direct access to the network. So I created this bridged vSwitch, virtual switch. So if you want to create a new one to match what I have, you'll type, we want an external switch. You want to create it, call it bridged, and then pick whichever network interface you're actually using. And you might need to switch this if you go back and forth from a wired network to a wireless network. I'm using wireless, so then I just hit OK. And that created my bridged network. So once you do that, then you can import virtual machine. You should click import, go find the folder where you extracted those files to. Yeah, so we'll go back up one level. So we'll select that folder because that's where the files are. We'll hit next. We'll hit next. So you will want to copy the virtual machine because it's new. I don't know if it really matters, but you're not going to register and use the existing unique ID, and you're not going to restore it because you haven't used. This is a new VM to use. You want to make a copy. And take the default location to store the files, most likely. And next. And I got this error because I had already tested this, and apparently I did not delete the hard drive. It did not delete the hard drive when I deleted the VM. So let me go delete that hard drive so I can do this and it will work, hopefully. That was users public documents. Users public users public documents, Hyper-V, virtual hard disks. Yeah, so my hard disk is still there from my test. You should not have this problem, hopefully. And I hate that I had this problem because now you might be confused in the video, but that part you should not have had to do. So now I've hit next, now it wants to import it, and I'll hit finish. And it is importing my VM. Okay, it finished importing, so now you can click on it and start it. You can hit continue or revert, I don't think it matters. You probably won't have that option because I already had a VM named Mint19 that I deleted and then re-added. So once you start it, then you go over here and hit connect. And now you have access to this window that includes that it is your running Mint VM. So in Desire to Learn, it tells you what the password is. For the student user, the user account for this VM is student. The password is CIS264user. So the screen will lock after a while, so you'll need that password to get back in. And then the main tool you need for now, two tools I guess, if you're using the VM. You need the terminal, which you will SSH to CNT serve. This is probably the first thing you should do. One of the first things you should do to make sure you have network connectivity and you can connect to our system. So now you're on CNT Serve, and this is where you will be doing your work for the first part of the class. A couple things to notice. Make sure when you're doing the schoolwork you are actually on CNT Serve. Your prompt should look like this. It should say CNT Serve in it. Many times I get students having issues, and the issue is they are not on the machine they think they're on. They have the student virtual machine prompt, so they're trying to do the activities locally, and most of them will not work if you do them locally. So make sure you have the prompt that says you're on CNT Serve. Another issue students sometimes have when using the VM, they try to copy and paste from the VM to their local system, which may or may not work depending on the configuration. I'm not going to test it. So what you should do if you are using the VM is you should use MyHack from the browser, or sorry, you should get to Desire to Learn from the browser on the VM, and then you will be able to copy and paste into the browser that way to submit your answers. So that is pretty much what you need to do to get that Mint VM going in Hyper-V.